Daniel, what originally inspired you to look for a way to create more energy? What catalysed that search for something that would help?
Okay, well, I've always been an efficient person, and I've always believed in always finding the quickest way to do something. So for me, it was, I remember I was working in a very difficult time. I was working for an investment bank, and I was working 12 to 15, sometimes 18 hours a day, and like I really wanted to do well, and like I remember just wishing that I could. I love sci-fi, so I've got a bit of a sci-fi imagination. So I really wish that I could like open a door to the alternative dimension where there'd be a nice bed waiting there, so I could go and sleep and then come back and no time had passed and I'd be refreshed. So obviously I couldn't do that. So I decided to look for, well, actually, how can I function on less sleep, and how can I make myself more productive so I can get more work done in less time and then have more time to myself. Like I really, I worked really long hours, but I really like to have a social life as well. And I would, usually if I finished before 9 o'clock, I'd be out somewhere having dinner or something. So I was really trying to have it all. That was my purpose, and being an efficient person made me go on a quest to find these things. And previously, I had done some work around discovering how to get rid of headaches. So I kind of knew that something else was possible. I probably wasn't conscious of it, but I think I knew inside that something else was possible.
Can you remember what your very first step was after making that decision?
So first was how to get more energy from food. So I did a lot of research into foods. Then really I got interested in how to sleep better. I did yoga, and I found yoga was very useful. I studied Qigong as well. I read a book on Qigong and I started practicing it. And then I just had some experiences where I really, through practicing, through yoga, through deep breathing, through meditation, actually meditation was the key catalyst. Actually learning to meditate really made a huge difference. But once I think that was the final piece in the puzzle. Once I'd learned to meditate, I started noticing my energy levels, and it was like all of the pieces of the puzzle started to fit in. And then I had an amazing experience actually. I went to a lecture by Joe Dispenza actually, interestingly enough, and this guy was really amazing, just so inspiring, and it was almost, I don't know what happened, but it was like there was a pop inside of me, and suddenly my energy levels just really increased on that evening, and then suddenly I noticed I could shift the energy around my body, and that stuck with me, and since then I kind of came down from that level. But then I was able to use that all of the time and tap in and really relax and manipulate my energy levels. So yeah, that's a long story.
And what was it that really inspired you to write a book, and how different do you think your methodology is, if you like, to what's already out there?
So what inspired me, when I moved into coaching, and I wanted to create a coaching product. So I looked at what is it that I'm really good at, what is it that interests me, and for me it was about energy and efficiency. And I just started writing it, and I did it just over the Christmas holidays, and I just started toying with ideas. I created a seminar course in my mind, I had scheduled, I planned out the seminar. Then I started writing the content, and then it just flowed from there. It just became a book, and in 2 weeks I'd written 50,000 words in a 2-week period. And this is coming from, I studied engineering, so I never had to write essays at all, I've never written anything over 3,000 words. And it was amazing, it just completely flowed out of me. So by the time I'd written 50,000 words, I was like, wow, I've got a book. Let's keep going.